Alright, it's day number 202 of my accountability to myself, and I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this. Well, first, probably I should mention about the last video because I was not really satisfied with it. For some reason, it was not uploaded yesterday, and it's gonna be uploaded today, and then I will upload this one. But it doesn't matter, I think, because I still kept this accountability, so I don't care. About my day, I don't really have a lot of things to share with, but I will try to mention briefly. And it's still bright outside because it's not even 9 p.m., but I'm so sleepy and I want to sleep, and tomorrow I'm gonna turn off my alarm and I will be sleeping as much as I want. But anyway, I won't wake up later than at 6 because I'm gonna sleep at 9. All right. And about my day, I woke up at 6:30. I was so groggy. I didn't want to get up at all. When I turned off my alarm, I went to bed and I thought I'm gonna sleep some more. But then I realized no, I'm not gonna sleep some more because I wanted to study in the morning. So I got up, I did my 25 push-ups to, how to say it, to like get some energy to make my body understand that we are not sleeping anymore, right? Yeah, then I started like 1 hour 20, probably like nearly 1 hour in the morning. I studied logistics. Then I went to university because I had my first class. After university, I went to the gym. It was a good workout. I trained my arms, and then I returned home. I had my breakfast at 2 p.m. Then I had another class, and then I returned home. Then I had my dinner. Then I started thinking, what is going on in my life? Where's my focus? What am I actually focused on? What should I prioritize? And where's my schedule? Because normally during the busy days, it's so hard to schedule my days because I have those studies and it's so unpredictable what is going on, what is gonna be going on during those days. So normally I don't really schedule them, and yeah, it's not really nice. But for example, I scheduled my day for tomorrow because tomorrow is day off, but still I've got something to do. I will have a meeting for 2 hours, but it doesn't matter. So, well, yeah, I returned home. I just had my dinner. I was thinking about all the stuff, and I also realized, oh yeah, I should put it down actually, 90 days, 90 minutes, basically meaning that 90 days in a row, you spend 90 minutes in the morning to learn something, to try to gain new skill, something this type of. And I think it's something really powerful, and it's something that I underestimate, and it's something that I neglect, but it might bring lots of changes, and it might really help you to improve some kind of skill. I need to think probably what should I study for 90 minutes every morning. It could be French, but at the same time I could be trying to you know, making something different, something that could potentially bring me profit or knowledge in terms of marketing or promoting some kind of product using all the AIs and everything accessible. But then I will need to buy some kind of subscription for almost 100 euros to be able to create high quality content. So it's another thing that I didn't mention, but I've been thinking about, because yeah, there's also another Loki strategy to try doing something, and I don't know, I keep in my mind some ideas, and for some reason I don't really develop them. It's a little frustrating because it sounds like it feels to me personally, it feels like I'm just scared of of making a mistake or something. Like, you know, when you basically strive for perfection to start perfectly, but you will never start perfectly. You just need to start. So I just need to think more, what could I actually do, and then try to start implementing something, right? So 90 minutes, 90 days in a row, I should try some. And exactly like tomorrow is the first day of next month, and I always like those um, extraordinary days when the new month starts, all this stuff, to challenge myself somehow, right? And I think it would be a nice challenge for me. But what I also figured out, I watched one video, but one another guy who's successful, all this stuff, and he said that there are three core things that you need to do, that you should do actually, if you want to like achieve something. The first one, to gain knowledge, read books and learn whatever you want, to broaden your perspective and to gain more knowledge, because well, it's important. I realized pretty long time ago, right? But and that's why I've been learning since then. I've been learning something, some knowledge. Then gym, he mentioned about the importance of gym of any other sport on a regular basis, which I think is also crucial. But gym is like part of my life, so I don't really need to implement anything. I need even to resist going to the gym sometimes, because I go too much, like 6 times a week. Sometimes it's just daily, right? Like 7 times a week, which is too much, because then I need to sleep more than 8 hours, and I'm sleepy because I don't really have enough recovery because I'm training naturally, right? So a third thing is developing some kind of skill that is solving some kind of problem in the society, the skill that you will be paid for. Very interesting, very interesting, because a lot of different skills. I've been mostly interested in like sales or like communication with clients, all that stuff, especially when I had my internship. But I also think about marketing, but it always goes pretty close to each other, marketing and sales. So I don't know. Or yeah, I don't I think like maybe public speaking. It's even something, by the way, public speaking, that is even related to my current subject, because we have an assignment for next Friday to prepare some information about some company to present it. And we've got a nice lesson where we were explained how to properly actually uh, train all that stuff, how you need to interact with audience. You always need like to change the tone of your voice. You need to make pauses when you want to emphasize something. You don't need to speak too fast. Um, and at the same time, you need to keep eye contact with all the people in the class. You need to walk on the stage, or I don't know, just when you're performing, getting sometimes some closer to your audience, and just walking around. So all those kind of tips. And also, there was one great, in my opinion, a great advice how you can actually practice and give yourself feedback. For example, recording videos like I do. You can record videos trying to explain something. Yeah, also body language. You're trying to explain something, express some kind of thoughts, and then you start rewatching that video and trying to understand. And you are rewatching the first time, you are just listening. You are not watching the what's going on the screen. You are just listening to understand how is your verbal communication, right? How you are talking, is this what could be fixed? Then after that, you start watching your video, but you turn down the sound and you just watch. It explains how interesting you like, how great you apply your body language, and how it looks like, what could be improved, what could you enhance in your public speech, right? So these are great tips. It's something that I would definitely apply, and it's something that I need to practice because we will be having, it will be evaluated, it will be 20% of the overall grade, and we will be having this next Friday. So low-key I need to prepare also that stuff. Yeah, but yeah, what I was talking about is knowledge, gym, and some kind of skill that you will be paid for. Interesting. I think I need some structure that is more strict, I would say, because what I noticed with my studies, it doesn't matter how hard something is. I know that I need to get done this, and I started allocating hours, like 5-6 hours a day, studying only one thing, as I had with my text, with new vocabulary, all that stuff. I was allocating 6 hours a day because I needed to get this done, because I knew that there's deadline and I need to learn this. So, but I'm too easy on myself. I feel like, because I think it's mandatory to study something 90 minutes every morning when you're dedicated to someone. When you're dedicated, when you keep this streak, it keeps pushing you, right? So I don't know. I need like to probably open my goals, what I even wrote down, as well, how I see myself in 3, 5, 10 years, because I have those notes somewhere. I also need to check what were my notes for quarter 2 of this year, because it's been the first month of quarter 2. We have 2 months of second quarter, which is not that much. And well, yeah, I need just to analyze what direction am I heading towards, because it feels like I'm getting lost. Sometimes I just start losing the track, the direction, because I'm too focused on my studies, and then besides studies I just want like to rest or something, and I'm neglecting what I have to learn besides. So we'll see how it works. I have 4 days off. All of them I will be studying, obviously, and yeah, that's it. I've got nothing to share with anymore, so catch you all in the next one.